Today, I am going to be doing a Kymera artifact spending spree with 214 Kymera artifacts. Now, for those who don't know, the maximum amount that you can have is 350, but I refuse to touch any of these stupid cosmic chests just because I think that they're a really annoying system, and honestly, I hope that Epic changes them up next season, only in about 24 hours, or I believe it's 48 at this point. We are so close to Season 8, where we're going to get a ton of new stuff, but for now, we are here for this Kymera artifact spending spree, so let's actually dive in to what I'm gonna spend these things on. And as you guys can see here, I have not spent a single Kymera artifact all season. Now, for those who don't know, in total, there are 200 that can be collected from around the map, and then there are 150 that you can actually get throughout the season from the cosmic chests, but I only got these from the ones around the map, so I have every single one collected from around the map, and then I have done a few cosmic chests. I know, I said I wouldn't do any, but I did end up doing some, and then I was like, this system's stupid, so, you know, we discontinued that, but I did collect every single one from around the map, so now we're gonna go ahead and drop all of them on all of these rewards. Let's actually go ahead and start doing that. Now, there's a lot of different options we can have, and I think that the ones that I want to max out first, just to make sure that I actually have enough, are the armor color, and then I believe the head, because the head, there's just so many options, and then maybe like the beard, I don't know. Let's actually start it off though with the armor color, because this one is the biggest change on the Kymera. This one is the one that you want to have maxed out, so let's actually go ahead and do that. Let's start off with the first one. There we go. We get two, so we get the Terra color, and then we get the back bling color variant. I didn't even know that existed. Oh, that's amazing. So you definitely want to do the armor one. All right, let's go ahead and do the second. That is the glow. That was almost a very big mistake. Thankfully, it didn't happen, though. So here's the astral color. This thing is absolutely sick. Let's move on to the third one. We're going to be doing a lot of Kymera artifact spending here. Now, this color is my favorite personally, the celestial blue. This thing looks amazing. It's attached to the blue Kymera plasma pack. This thing just looks awesome. I love that color. Let's actually keep on spending these Kymera artifacts because we have only gone through 10 of them so far. So now that we have claimed red and purple, we're moving on to the final maximum tier of this stage. Now, these are going to be the most expensive ones of all of the stages because they are 17 per. That makes the total of one row going all the way up to 45 Kymera artifacts. So let's actually go ahead and purchase this final color and get the Singularity style for the Kymera's armor. This one does look really, really cool. Again, I think that the Celestial Blue is a little bit better still, but let's actually go ahead and look at the next one that we want, and this one is going to be the skin color. Now, for those who don't know, this is the other one that changes your Kymera the most. This one gives you the largest difference in how your Kymera actually looks when you're playing with them. So let's go ahead and start dropping some of these Kymera artifacts, starting off with the sulfur one. And wait, are these all named after elements? So lithium is obviously an element on the periodic table, so is sulfur, so is oxygen, so is carbon, so is helium, so is chlorine, and so is nitrogen. These are literally all just named after elements on the periodic table. That's kind of funny to know, but let's actually go ahead and cop this color. Wow, that combo actually looks really sick. Now, what's unfortunate about this one is that it does not give you an alternate style for the back bling, but that is why it is so important to get the armor color, because you're getting all the styles for the back blings. So, as you guys can see here, we're just claiming right through all of these elements. We just picked up the carbon one, and now we're getting helium. We're gonna look like a flying balloon out there, but let's actually go ahead and pick up the penultimate one, chlorine, which obviously the thing that goes in all of our pools and a bunch of different stuff. And then finally, we've got nitrogen. Now, nitrogen is a nice blue color, and I honestly like this one a lot. This may be the one that I'm using on my final stage Kymera, which I will actually show you guys at the end of the video, but we gotta get through the spending spree first before we get to the final result. Now, we are already down to 120 24 artifacts. We have almost spent over 100, and I have not even touched the head styles yet. And I think that is what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be unlocking all of these head styles, but actually, I don't think I'm going to get every single one. Now, I know I did just contradict myself there, but the only reason to get all of these head styles would be to actually unlock this final 17 Kymera artifact reward. And I personally don't even like this style. I mean, I don't like the looks of it. That brain being on the outside of his head, just a little bit weird to me, but I do really like this head style, so we're definitely going to pick this one up. Then I think we're going to pick up a few different other ones, just because, you know, why not look like a hammerhead shark when you're running around the map? Let's actually get ourselves the hammerhead shark skin, because this one is actually pretty cool. It's kind of funny in my opinion, but I like it in its design. Now, there are 3 other ones in this section. The one-eyed one, it looks a little bit weird, but it's only 3 Kymera artifacts, so we might as well go ahead and pick it up. Then we've got 2 more to go, and hey, it's only 7 more Kymera artifacts. Let's honestly go ahead and pick both of these up. So we have now picked up all of the different head styles except for this one, because I do not think that this is worth 17 Kymera artifacts. But let's actually go ahead and look at what we have left. So we've entirely claimed out this row, entirely claimed out that row, and basically claimed out all of the heads that we can possibly get. Now I think we should move on to the beard styles. And again, I do not love the maximum style. This one looks a lot like one of the guys from Pirates of the Caribbean, but that's not my favorite movie franchise. You guys already know that it's got to be Marvel or Star Wars, so let's actually go ahead and not pick that one up and do the same thing that we did with the head styles, only not picking up the max tier 1. So now we have finally picked up the last one, and this is actually probably my favorite. Just a heads up to you guys, the bearded one looks absolutely sick, and I think that that one is going to be on my final design, but we will again only find out at the end of the video, because honestly, as I'm recording this, I don't even know what I'm going to put as my final design. But we have 68 Kymera artifacts left, and we want to make sure that we spend every single one of these before the live event, which is happening in 4 hours, by the way. I saved this video for the absolute last minute, so let's actually keep on spending these because we don't have that much time. Now, what's interesting about our final row down at the bottom is that the alien emblems look kind of cool, but when you actually get to that final stage, that maxed out tier, that is where you get to pick any alien emblem from your locker. So for example, I currently have the Vendetta banner on, but let's say I go ahead and switch this to this one, and then we go back to our alien Kymera. Then if we actually go ahead and look at the custom one, we now have that one as our new banner that's actually on our shoulders. The only issue that I have with this is when you're actually playing in third person, you're not going to be seeing the side of your character, and no one in fights is even going to be seeing this, so I honestly don't think that it's actually going to be that big of a purchase. So instead, we're going to go ahead and pick up the armor glow, because this addition can make your outfit look absolutely sick, especially if you combo it with some nice complementary colors on the armor color. So let's actually go ahead and pick up all of these glow styles. This one is actually, oh, it does give you alternate variants for the back bling. It changes the electricity color. Oh my goodness, we have to buy out this entire tier. I was thinking that we might not buy out the max one, but we are 100% going to be buying every single one of these. Now, these names are actually a little bit weird. So this one is 609NM. I don't even know what that means, but we're gonna keep picking them up because these things look amazing, especially when they're put onto the Kymera's Plasma Pack, just because they give you multiple options for not only the skin, but also for the back bling that's attached to it. Now, the second to last one is the blue one that we're claiming right here, and I absolutely love this color. It looks amazing, and it actually makes this look a lot like the 0 point. So let's actually go ahead and claim that, and then we're going to pick up our final armor color, the red armor glow, and this one looks absolutely amazing as always. Look at that. That is a beauty. So let's actually go ahead and pick that up. Now, we have 23 Kymera artifacts left, so not that many, but there are are a few different things that we could do with them. Now, first off, we could get some of the nice eye colors. And while these things do look cool, again, no one's gonna be noticing these. I mean, when you're playing in third person, you will not be seeing your eye color. And some of you may be arguing that you won't be seeing the front of your head either. But to that, I say, I have no response. Be quiet. Now, in the skin pattern category, there are actually a few really cool ones. And honestly, I might have to be picking up some of these as my final options, because this one in of itself is just amazing. But it's 11 Kymera artifacts, and we only have 23 left, so we have to be very careful with our spending here. Now, this one, the Sawtooth one, also looks amazing. Really, all of these look awesome. This one is a lot more simplistic, but for 2 alien artifacts, it is probably worth it. I think that I'm going to go with the Resplendent. I have no clue how to say that word. It is 11 Kymera artifacts, but I think that this one is going to be worth it, and this thing looks absolutely amazing. Now, while we're at it, I'm also going to be picking up the Sawtooth style, which is 5 alien artifacts, and it is going to leave us with very few left. Let's actually go ahead and claim this, and now we only have 7 Kymera artifacts left. What are we going to do with these? Let's actually look at the different options we've got. So, out of all of these left, we only have a few rows, and that means that we can either get an eye color for 7 of these, or we can get 2 eye colors. We could get the blue eyes and then also the green eyes, but then we'd also have 2 Kymera artifacts left. That would allow us to either get this simplistic design on the face, or we could get the emblem, which is PULSAR. That one looks really cool as well. I don't know, this is such a hard decision. Ladies and gentlemen, after lots of debating in my head, I've decided that I'm going to be picking up the blue color, the Rigel. I have no clue how to say that word yet again, but let's actually go ahead and pick this up. Now, as you guys can see, it's barely noticeable, but it is still a really cool upgrade if you're actually looking at those details yourself. And then let's go ahead and pick up the green eye color. So now we have the nebula eyes. Now we only have 2 Kymera artifacts left, all the way down from 214, was it? We started off with an absolute ton of these. So let's actually spend the final 2 on this armor emblem color, and there we go. We have the final armor emblem style, and we can actually go ahead and claim this, and we have now spent every single Kymera artifact, and we have basically fully maxed out our Kymera. Now comes for the time where we need to customize our Kymera and make him exactly what we want to out of all of these different styles. So I'll be back in a second with my final customized Kymera. Now, here in my locker, we have the fully customized Kymera that I have made that looks the best in my opinion. Look at this thing. We have got our Kymera. Now, this has a ton of different options. We've got the celestial armor. We've got the blue tone skin color. Let's actually go ahead and look at all of the specifics that we actually chose. So if we go into the edit style, you guys can see that I ended up taking the horned head. Along with that, we used the bristled beard and then the blue eyes. Now, under the skin color, we went with the nitrogen skin just for a little bit of matching here so that we could match with our armor. Then for the head design, I went with Sawtooth just because the Resplendent, this one is orange for some reason. So I decided to go with Sawtooth just to make our color combination match a little bit better. And then finally, under the last tab, our armor, I had to go with the celestial color. I mean, this thing looks so sick. And since there are these little yellow highlights on the armor at the shoulders, I decided that our matching color would actually be yellow. So I made the armor glow yellow as well. And then finally, I topped it off with some Pulsar images on the side of our gear. Now, for the back bling, of course, we have the Pulsar pack, which is a blue celestial blue color with a yellow finisher on it, the sulphur color, to actually make the outfit fit all together and make it look like the best Kymera that I could possibly get. But this has been the Kymera spending spree, my final Kymera, everything about the Kymera, only 4 hours before the event. Now, I can actually customize this Kymera to any of the options that I picked. It is not locked in as this style only, like you guys probably know. But I thought that I'd make my favorite one for you guys, just so that you guys can see what my style is. Let me know how many Kymera artifacts you guys ended up collecting this season, and how far you actually got in your Kymera battle pass, so to speak. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on it and subscribing to the channel, as that would help me out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.